What's up everybody? Welcome back to Patio. My name is Jake. You're watching Rum and Cook, and today on the channel we're cooking chicken, but not just any chicken. Recently, Sam the cooking guy did a dish called the best lemon and garlic chicken, and it looked pretty darn good, but it was missing a couple things. First and foremost, it was done in the oven. We can't be doing that on this channel. So we're gonna call this the best lemon and garlic chicken, only better. So my wife, she's part Greek, she loves lemon, and when I saw the recipe I thought it'd be perfect. Now if you don't know Sam, you should. Guy's got almost 3 million subscribers. He's a fellow Canuck like me, looks like a funny guy, swears a lot on camera, and I like to say he'd be one of those guys that I would have a rum and coke or 10 with. Just looks like a good guy to hang out with. So, you know, not knocking on his recipe. He's not a barbecue guy, but he cooks a lot of different things, and this recipe looked good. So we're just gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna do it on the Komodo Kamado. We've already got some smoke rolling on it, and we're just gonna take it up a notch. So before we get started, one of the questions I get is, how do I get crispy chicken skin? And, you know, when it comes to smoking, it tends to get a little rubbery. So there's a couple things you can do. Dry it out. First and foremost, never put wet or moist chicken on a smoker. Dry it out, take some paper towel to it. If you've got time, throw it in the fridge after you've patted it dry and let it air dry a little bit. Buy yourself an air-cooled chicken from the grocery store that's already been done. In my case, what I did is this morning, this is spatchcocked, so we cut out the back of it, and then I flipped it over and we put salt all over it, and we did a little bit of a salt brine. That'll help pull out some of the moisture as well, and it'll put some salt in there. Let's show you what we're gonna do. We've got a little bit of wine, we've got some lemons, we got some butter, we got some herbs. This is rosemary, this is fresh thyme, we got some garlic, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it together. Let's get a bowl here. We'll make up our butter first. And this is just 8 ounces of softened butter. And we're gonna put some garlic in here. I've got 4 decent sized cloves. I like butter, or sorry, I like garlic. I like butter too, but. Man, I brought out the chicken and the flies came right away. So we're gonna work quick. Put that aside. Now these lemons we washed, so we want some zest in here. Take a little microplaner. And you just really want the outside really yellow part. Now we've got lots of lemon. Now we're gonna use these lemons, so save those. And let me show you how we're gonna put this together. First off, got a little 12-inch pan here. We're gonna use these lemons, and we're gonna put the chicken on top of the lemons. Now we've got a bed of lemons. Now, trust me, I got my rum and coke, we're good. I got some wine too. I'm not double fisting today. We're gonna use our wine in here. That might be a little too much. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna throw in a glove real quick. We're gonna put this butter mixture together. All right, we're just gonna mash this all together. Get nicely incorporated. Now remember, we've already got salt on our skin, so we don't need any salt. This is actually unsalted butter. I put a good helping on before we put it in the fridge. Got our butter mixture together. Now we'll get back to the star of the show. And first, we're gonna put it upside down. And we're just gonna put a little bit of this butter on the inside. Now don't use too much. We want it for the outside of the presentation side, and the skin, it'll help get that skin crispy. And it's also going to put a ton of flavor in there. So let's turn this guy over. This is the one time you're allowed to play with your food. See, I don't have dad jokes. When you don't have kids, you don't learn all the dad jokes. Chicken's looking good. We've got all of our butter and seasoning over there, and we're in really good shape. Now, if you're gonna do this on a Yoder, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do it at 250. You're gonna put this on the top shelf, put it closer to the stack. You're gonna get more smoke and you're gonna get a little bit more heat over there. That'll help with the skin. And then when you get up to about 125, you're gonna turn up to 450 and you're gonna move this whole thing over the firebox and crisp up that skin until it's done. We want the breasts at 165 and we want the legs around 175 or so. They're gonna cook quicker. On this guy, we're doing the exact same thing, right? So I've got 2-zone cooking here. My lump and my hickory's on this side of it. This side's the cold zone. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cook it at 250 and some hickory smoke. And then as we get up to 125, I'm gonna turn this guy up. We're just gonna open up our vents and we're gonna get it up to 400, 450, and then we're gonna crisp up our skin until we're done. Let's get it on the grill. Put our probe through here. And we'll put this right in the middle of our breast. It's already at 165. We'll get that closed. We'll let the smoke roll, and I'll bring you back as soon as we get it up to about 125 and we get on to the next steps. Been an hour and 15 minutes. Our chicken's at 128. It's time to take it to the next step. Let's have a quick look. So you can see it's got some good color from the smoke on it, and it's not quite crispy yet, right? That's what we're expecting. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start to dial this up. I'm gonna open up the top, about a turn and a half, maybe 2 turns. We'll see what happens here. And our goal is to get the dome temperature up to about 450. We're not even gonna move it, but now we're gonna let that heat roll in there, crisp up the skin. That's gonna get us up to our 165 point. Then we'll pull it off and rest it and give it a try. Been about another 25 minutes. She's done. Let's have a look. Now, the one thing you want to do if you have a nice end grain cutting board, don't rest super hot things on it. You can see I've got a cooling rack separating us. But I mean, if you look at that guy, it's looking pretty good if you ask me. So now we need to let it rest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of the cast iron pan here, and I'm going to put it on this cooling rack, and we're going to let it cool for about 15 minutes, and I'll bring you back and we'll cut into it and have a taste. Been 15 minutes. It's time to dig in. Let's have a look at how we did. Our skin overall on this side is nice and crispy. Not quite as crispy on this side, but we're still okay. Not too bad through the top. Let's have a little look. Comes off nice and easy. Looks good. Now, I'm a breast man myself, so we're gonna cut right into here. And it just pulls apart. Tender. Full of flavor. Ooh. You can just see the juices pouring out of it as you cut it. That, my friends, is a super juicy chicken. You can taste a little bit of that lemon, taste a lot of that smoke. So you got that. And I mean, it's pull apart. Almost as tender as pulled pork. Definitely something you should try. Get a little bit of that garlic, a little bit of the lemon, lots of the smoke, a little bit of the herbs, and just an all-around super juicy chicken. Easy to do. Like I said, you can do it on the Yoder, you can do it on the Komodo Kamado. You can do it in your oven, 450 for an hour. It'll be super crispy on the outside and still get juicy, right? The wine and the lemon helps put some flavor in the bottom of that meat, helps kind of steam, keep the moisture in there. And then the smoke rolls over top and browns up the chicken. That's, you know, I can rip off the skin, eat the skin. What more do you need? Serve this up as a dish. Eat half of it. Use some of it for a salad. It's got some good flavor for that. Whatever you want to do with it. I like to cook up a couple chickens at a time. And what I'll do is I'll eat up the chicken for dinner, and then I'll shred some up for sandwiches. I'll shred some up for nachos. You guys see me make smoked nachos before. I'll make some tacos out of it, some salads, whatever you want. Chicken's versatile, and this is one recipe you're gonna love. Thanks as always for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw today, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Do new videos every weekend. I'll see you soon.